Hey guys, welcome to episode 30, I think. No, 31. Episode 31 of the Fisher Fitness Coaching Podcast. I hope you're all good. Thank you for listening. As per usual, today I'm going to talk about, very briefly, the Christmas period and what I think the best approach is throughout the week or so around Christmas. Obviously you got like the 23rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and then the weird time between Christmas, New Year, and then you got New Year's Eve, and then by the time January 1st comes around, it's kind of all over, right? We've had a great time, gone out, had some drinks, enjoyed ourselves, and it's back to getting on it in terms of not on sort of drinking and stuff, in terms of hitting your goals, back to sort of, back to basics. I don't mean back to basics, back to the norm, that's what I meant. You'll have to bear with me, I'm a little bit ill, I'm a little bit poorly today, so I will try and get through this as well as I can. Went out Saturday, so that's probably where I picked it up from another person. I don't know. Anyway, it's all good. A little bit man-flu, never hurt anyone. So yeah, I want to speak about because there was a few people. I put a poll on Instagram, and I put up a few different subjects on what to talk about, and this came up the most popular in terms of, I think I said something around how to deal with Christmas food, or the abundance of Christmas food, or how to deal with Christmas, for example. So that's what I'll talk about. It won't be too long. So obviously it's coming up a couple of weeks and it'll be here. And for some people, it's a very stressful time, because the way I see it, you've spent so many months trying to get into good habits, trying to lose body fat, trying to stick to some sort of diet, stick to a deficit. You're in the groove in the gym. You're training 3-4 times a week, and then all of a sudden, this few days come along where things shut down, and we're just surrounded by food and drink and nights out, parties and stuff. So yeah, no wonder it can be quite stressful for a lot of people. So hopefully this will help those of you who are stressing, who are sort of worried about going backwards or putting weight on or ruining all your progress, which you won't, by the way. And I'm not going to sit here and start saying, allow yourself to have a little bit of this and that, just enjoy yourself. It's almost the complete opposite. So you may be surprised with what I'm about to say. And also, I'm not going to be that guy who just says, "Oh, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it," because that's never going to happen. Saying to someone, "Don't worry about it," it's just like saying to someone who's ill, "Just don't be ill. Just don't be ill. Just be better." It's the exact same thing. So you will worry about it. You probably are worrying about it. And you probably still will worry about it after listening to this. But hopefully this will reduce the worry. So I'll go through a couple of things. First of all, just understand that it's only a few days. It's sort of 3 or 4 days max, right? In the grand scheme of things, it's not going to make a difference. So your goals, what you are trying to achieve, comes from long-term habits, long-term efforts. A few days completely forgetting about everything, forgetting about training, forgetting about diet, forgetting about eating healthy foods, it's not going to do much. The reason you got yourself in a certain position to begin with, when you wanted, or where you wanted to make a change and lose body fat and get into better shape, wasn't down to a few days. It was down to years and years and years of making the wrong decisions in terms of lifestyle and food. So what makes you think that a few days over Christmas is going to reverse all of the hard work you've done and put you back like 3 or 4 years of trading and however long it's been, you know? So just know that a few days is not going to make a difference. And everything I'm going to say is it's going to merge into one main sort of point, I suppose. Okay. And also you need to know that there will be more food around. There'll be a lot more food and drink around, and that's totally fine because that's Christmas. You see it in the shops, you see it on the adverts on TV. The amount of food and drink is ridiculous. People are just these companies are trying to cash in on us lot buying way too much food, way too much drink because we think that we're going to need it. Because all of us, I don't care who you are, all of us overspend at Christmas because that's what it's designed for. You go in the shops, there's just the abundance of food and drink. Of course you're going to spend more. Of course you're going to eat more. Of course you're going to drink more. It's everywhere. You go around people's houses, there's going to be a table full of drink and food. And as humans, we are hardwired to consume more food if we see it. Okay, so think about our ancestors. Food was scarce sometimes. So when we hunted for food, when we got food, we would eat it because we had to, because we would need the energy, the calories, and we'd need that stored energy, fat, for when food was scarce during the winter. But nowadays, especially during Christmas, food is not scarce at all. It's far from. So we're going to eat more. It's just what we're hardwired to do. So don't feel bad that you are consuming more food and drink. When it's there in front of you, you're going to drink it. You're going to eat it. So I don't want to say just don't worry about it, but it's okay. You are going to eat more food. You're going to drink more drink. You are going to consume more calories. That is completely normal. We're all going to do it. So, and also, like, if you are trying to lose body fat, if you are trying to get into shape for a holiday in a few months or something, that's cool. But and deep down, you do know what to do. This feeling of anxiety and worry is just a feeling, right? But deep down, you know that it may not be a good idea to eat as much as humanly possible every single day. All right, so just sort of think about that. You'd like what I'm going to tell you, or what you think I'm going to tell you, is not like a magic solution where, yeah, you can eat as much as you want, but the calories don't count during Christmas because of this and this and this. You know what to do. You know that you should be controlling calorie intake when you're trying to lose body fat. So once you sort of understood that and know that you are still in control and you know what you should be doing, it can sometimes be a bit easier because you're like, well, yeah, this food's here. I'm going to enjoy some, but I'm full now, so I'm not going to eat anymore until I'm hungry again. Just these little things like that can really help. So deep down, you know what you should do. A few tips I can give you during the Christmas period. Just try and keep active. Try and keep as active as possible. If the gyms are shut, obviously I don't expect you to go to the gym on Christmas Day, Boxing Day, all that kind of stuff. Have a few days off. Have a few days off the gym. Let yourself recover. Let your muscles, your connective tissue, your joints recover from the workouts you've been doing for the last few months. Just have some time off, chill out, but try and keep active in terms of movement. Again, for example, it may not, I'm not saying you should do this, but it may not be a good idea to just do nothing for 4 or 5 days. You can still go for walks, you can still go to the coast, you can, if you're from this area, obviously, you can go for a walk in the woods, you can go just have a stroll with the family, friends. Try and keep active. You can go for a run in the mornings, nothing to stop you. I went with a run with my dad last Boxing Day morning. because why not? He lives near a woods, so we went for a run. So these things can still be implemented into your routine. Yes, there's going to be more food and drink, but there's nothing or no one stopping you from getting out for a walk, So yeah, try and keep active. If you can't keep active, like if you literally can't leave the house because you're busy or you've got things to do, then fine. Don't stress about it. If you can't do it, then you can't do it. There's no point stressing about things you can't control, he says. Which is exactly what I stress about. Next thing is give yourself permission to eat what you want. Just don't restrict yourself. Don't say to yourself, I can't have this because of that. I can't have chocolate. I can't have this cake. Eat whatever you like. Eat whatever, drink whatever you like. Enjoy yourself. Okay? This time is once a year. It's once a year. It's a tiny amount, a tiny percentage of your year. It's not going to mess anything up. These are the times where you spend times with your family and friends. You need to enjoy it. You need to make memories. So I'm telling you, do not restrict yourself. Do not say, well, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to follow this diet. Fuck that. Just eat what you like. But the same rule applies, or same guideline applies. It may not be a good idea to eat as much as you like. But then again, 3 days of eating however much you like, then go for it. Enjoy yourself. Just don't make yourself sick, Don't go over the top. It's fairly simple. But I guess it's good from when it comes from someone who coaches people through fat loss phases, right? It might give you a bit of what's the word? What is that word? I can't think of the word. Anyway, you know what I mean. And also, so remember, you will put on weight this Christmas. It's very, very unlikely you won't put on some weight. If it's a couple of pounds, it's a couple of pounds. Whatever weight you do put on, it's mostly going to be water weight anyway. It's going to be muscle glycogen and water. If you do put any on, maybe a little bit will be body fat, but it'll be a very small amount. So just chill. I wouldn't even bother weighing yourself after Christmas anyway. Just go back to normal. Go back to your usual eating habits. Maybe weigh yourself a week after, 7th of January or something, right? Once you've had a few days to sort of ease back into the normality of things. So that's sort of it, really. Again, it's not groundbreaking, it's not revolutionary, but these tips hopefully will help you relieve the stress of food and drink over Christmas. There was going to be something else I was going to say. God, I hate when that happens. But yeah, just enjoy yourself. Have a great time. Know that a few days of eating what you like is not going to change anything. It's not going to put you back too much. It's worth just having fun and enjoying yourself. And then when it's all over, get back to normal. Get back to your usual eating habits. Start training again 2-3 times a week, whatever, 4 times a week. Back to, limit your ultra processed foods, limit your alcohol, keep it to a minimum, go back to basics, and you are good. So that's it. I will be coming on next week to do another one, so it will be before Christmas. I won't say Merry Christmas just yet because it's a bit too early, but hope this helped. Any questions on anything I've mentioned, just let me know. Message me on Instagram, Facebook, or you can email me. My email address is, what is my email address? rich@fisher-fitness.co.uk. Or Instagram account is fisher.fitness.coaching. ask me a question and I'll get back to you. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon, guys. Have a great day and yeah, take care.